Bueno, y ahora vamos con las noticias más relevantes de esta semana, o el ámbito de la política, ya que la semana pasada el candidato Donald Trump para el Partido Republicano estuvo visitando nuestra ciudad y esta semana la candidata demócrata Hillary Clinton estuvo con nosotros y vamos a ver qué es lo que pasó.
And we're going to help more small businesses like my father's, because small business creates most of the jobs in America, 2/3 of the new jobs. And then I want to make the economy fairer. Let's be sure that we pass comprehensive immigration reform. I have met so many impressive dreamers here in Las Vegas. I've met dreamers who want to start businesses, dreamers who want to go to medical school or law school, dreamers who have big dreams. And by following their dreams, they will contribute to our economy. So it's time to help them have a chance to get out of the shadows and have the opportunity for the future that is good for them and good for the rest of us. And then don't you think it is finally time to guarantee equal pay for women's work? This is not a women's issue. This is a family issue. It's an economic issue. If you have a wife, a mother, a daughter, or a sister who's working, it's your issue. And every time I talk about these concerns, fighting for equal pay, fighting for affordable child care or paid family leave, you know, Donald Trump says, well, there she goes. She's playing the woman's card. Well, fighting for that is playing the woman's card, then you know what I say? Deal me in! The other thing we're going to do is encourage more companies to share profits with their workers. Now this is a big deal, because usually if they share profits at all, it only goes to the top. Now another real billionaire who's endorsed me, Mark Cuban, one of the reasons I was proud to have his endorsement is he always has shared the profits with the people who work for him. And when he sold his first company, he shared those profits, and 300 of his workers, from executives to secretaries, made themselves millionaires because he understood who had made him successful. I want to reward businesses that are going to reward their employees. And we're going to make that one of the pillars in our fairness agenda. Now, we're also going to go after companies that are not willing to play by the rules. There are still too many who are fighting to keep their profits and their privileges, so we're going to keep the tough rules on Wall Street. Donald wants to get rid of them. I want to make sure they work so Wall Street never wrecks Main Street again. We are going after companies like those that engaged in predatory practices that led to a lot of the foreclosures right here in Las Vegas during the Great Recession. Donald Trump actually was rooting. He was rooting for the Great Recession because he said he could go in and make a lot of money buying people's homes. I don't know how you look in the mirror feeling like that. I don't understand how you can root for people to be miserable. Well, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again, and I'm going to impose even tougher rules. Now, when companies try to outsource jobs, we're going to make them give back any tax breaks they ever got from any level of government. And if they try to leave our country without paying their fair share of taxes, we're going to slap an exit tax on them, because I'm tired of them picking up and leaving and taking jobs with them. I think it's important that we do everything we can to make sure that our healthcare system works and that families, middle class and working families, have the resources they need to take care of their kids. That's why I have said we need to double the child tax credit. It currently gives middle-class families $1,000 per child. I want to double that because I know it's expensive. It's expensive to take care of little kids, and you ought to have some help. And this will lift families out of poverty, and it will prevent other families from going into poverty in the first place. I am all for people working. I am a person who grew up with a strong work ethic from my parents. I want people working. But we got to make sure that the work they do is rewarded enough that they can get ahead and take care of their kids. That's how it's supposed to start. And that's what we have to make happen here in America. Now, there's something you all can do in order for us to be able to work on and accomplish everything I've said. And, you can go to my website. If there's an issue you're concerned about, it's probably already on there. Tim Kaine and I did a book together called Stronger Together to make sure you knew what our agenda was. I see one waving there in the audience. Because I have this old-fashioned idea. I don't want to just spout words and try to create rhetoric. I want you to know what I will try to do as your president because I need your help and your partnership. If we're going to raise incomes, then we got to make sure we've got people in Congress who are going to help us raise incomes. And that's why I'm asking you not only to support me in this election, but Catherine and Dina and Jackie and Ruben, all of us who are on the ballot. And think about any issue you care about and imagine it being on the ballot, because in effect it is. There's never been an election where there's such a difference between the two candidates. I have to tell you, with prior Republican nominees, I might have had disagreements with policies or principles, but I never questioned any of their fitness to serve. Donald Trump is different. He is unqualified and unfit to be president and commander-in-chief. So that is why it's so important that all of you register to vote. The last day, the protesters, they've had a bad couple of weeks, so I understand why they're upset. But remember, this Tuesday, October 18th, is the last day you can register to vote here in Nevada. So please register to vote. Find out if you're registered correctly. You can go to a website called iwillvote.com. Because if you believe in any of the issues that we care about and that we're working on and the kind of country we can make together, I need you to do everything you can between now and November 8th to register and then to turn out and vote, to make sure your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues are registered to vote. Tell them to go to iwillvote.com and make sure that we get everybody to turn out. A little bit ago I said if you've got friends who are thinking about voting for Trump, stage an intervention. What is it we're going to do together? And like I said, I really believe that we need to come together as a country. And I am committed to doing everything I can every single day, if I'm so fortunate enough to be in the White House, to help all of you to get as far as your hard work and your talents will take you. Because we want to prove to the world something that I believe in, that we are the place of freedom and opportunity, of justice, of equality, the best place in the entire world to live and to work, to raise a family. We should never take that for granted by 1 second. It is our obligation as Americans to dig deep in doing whatever we can to build the kind of future that we want for ourselves and our children. I now have 2 grandchildren, and it is the joy of my life. But I'll tell you this, I don't want just my grandchildren to succeed. I want everybody's children to succeed. And I want to be sure that when they grow up, our country is still the engine of opportunity with the values that made us great in the first place, and that the world is peaceful and prosperous so that they can make the choices that they wish to make to chart their own futures. That's what we believe in here in America, and that is exactly what is on the ballot this election. So my friends, come join me in helping to build a future that will give us all the chance to have the kind of potential that we deserve to have. Thank you and God bless you.
Bueno, la semana pasada espero que hayan podido escuchar al candidato Donald Trump y esta semana a Hillary Clinton y seguir en sus políticas, seguir sus ideas, porque es muy importante que se informen y voten. Hagan valer sus derechos el 8 de noviembre y preséntense en votación. Vamos con cortes comerciales a cumplir con nuestros patrocinadores y venimos con más. No se muevan.
Mi raza bonita de Las Vegas, el otoño ya está en todo su apogeo para disfrutar unos ricos calditos y unos sabrosos guisados. ¡Ay, nuestras grandes ofertas!
Piernitas de pollo, 2 libras por $1. Papa café, bolsa de 10 libras, 99 centavos cada una. Leche La Bonita, 2 galones por $5.
Todo lo que usted necesita lo encuentra aquí en La Bonita. ¡Guau!
Ven y disfruta del auténtico sabor mexicano. El Chamizal te ofrece gran variedad de platillos con un sabor inigualable. El exquisito molcajete Pancho Villa, el caldo 7 mares, el riquísimo agua chile, el super cóctel de camarones y la exótica cecina de venado y una gran variedad de mariscos. ¡Te esperamos!
Es temporada de taxes y muchas veces no sabemos a dónde acudir. Luis tuvo una mala experiencia en el 2011. Por tratar de ganar el sorteo de una camioneta, no recibió su reembolso, pero sí una auditoría. Y en el 2012 le prometieron $10.000 que nunca recibió y lo estafaron cobrándole $500 por su preparación. Miles de contribuyentes son víctimas de fraude cada año. TaxMax te da más. Te ofrecemos tu estimado gratis. Visítanos o llámame al 943-8886.
San Pedro Store, ahora más grande que nunca. San Pedro Store, ofreciendo gran variedad en productos naturales como rábano yodado, Vital Fuerte, Bedoyecta, Vitacilina, Neurobión, Sucrol, Cicloferón, crema, champú Crece, champú de Chile, champú para los piojos. San Pedro Store con 5 localidades. Estamos al norte de la Ranch, esquina con Washington, a un lado del Chamizal. Para más información llama al 638-2666. Es San Pedro Store. Ahora